Hello all and welcome to today's video, and today I feel kind of inspired. I was getting ready to start my shift and I was sitting in a parking lot, had my windows down, enjoying the breeze, and I had my iPad and I was reading my Bible before I started working, and I heard the most beautiful sound that I've heard in a while. And when I was reading, it was a violin, and it was playing some beautiful music, and it was almost surreal because it just kind of came at the right time. One of those moments that it's just like, wow, that's very inspirational. But I want to talk to you guys today, and I want to talk to you about the fact that our marketplaces have slowed down a lot in the last month to 2 months. Everybody knows it, and kind of want to talk to you about this violin that I heard. Before we get into the topic, I do want to say, if you have not downloaded my metric spreadsheet yet, what are you waiting for? I'm going to throw it here up on the screen so I can talk to you guys about it, but it is an absolutely free download. I put it together. It's something that I use to help me, and I want you guys to have it so it can help you too. So here it is. If you look at it, you'll see I am always keeping track of my time when I'm on my shifts. I also put the miles. I also put the information for each of the apps as far as the time working on the apps, the dollars I've made, and the deliveries. If you look at the bottom, you'll see that there is an average per hour based on that information that is input. There's also an average per mile that is compiled from the information that's on that spreadsheet. Finally, there is an average per delivery. If you want to know how you are doing when you're out here working so that you can see where you need to improve, the dollars per mile is vitally important. The dollars per hour is vitally important, and the amount you are getting per order average is very important. You can only take so many deliveries per hour, and the higher that number, the higher the amount of dollars per hour you're going to make. So start getting the control so that you can make more money while you're out there by downloading this spreadsheet and keeping track of your numbers. So with that, let's get into the topic. So I've been hearing a lot of people on YouTube, and even some of the, I'm just a little guy right now with just under 250 viewers or subscribers at the point of this video, and I still watch a lot of other YouTubers for DoorDash, Uber Eats, and GrubHub, and other things, but I have been hearing a lot of YouTubers that are just kind of down in the dumps. There was one I watched yesterday, and it actually seemed almost like he was getting ready to shed a tear because he's so slow in his marketplace and he's not making the money that he was even a couple of months ago. And I kind of thought about it this morning when I was reading my Bible, and I heard this violin coming in, and I went and investigated and got up to the man, and he was, playing on his violin, and he had a little sign. I'm going to throw it up here. And this is a way that he's trying to cope with his lack of money. And here's a short clip of him playing. I walked up to him and said thank you, because it was such beautiful music. And as you could see in the video, there's other people that are going up to give him money. I only had $1 in my wallet and some change, but I gave him probably $3, and this really got me thinking. And what is it that you and me, are doing during this slow time to make sure that we're taking care of our families when we might not be making the money that we're wanting to make when we're out here doing food delivery? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that today, and I wonder if you're being as creative as a gentleman that I saw today playing the violin. The great American speaker Les Brown said one time in one of his videos that I watched, you are either just coming out of a storm in your life, or you're in the middle of a storm in your life, or you're getting ready to get into a storm in the middle of your life, whether it be financially or otherwise. And I gotta say that, it is definitely getting a little bit harder, the last couple of months for us to get the money that we want when we come out here to do food delivery, because, number one, people aren't ordering as much. COVID is going away, and the orders aren't coming in like they were a couple of months ago. Number two, it's summertime. People are getting out, and they're not relying on the platforms to order them food. A lot of college kids are out of college right now, and they've got some extra time. So there's college kids that don't normally work on the platforms because they're in school, that are out here in the marketplace trying to get some extra money during the summertime. So there's more people out here doing food delivery. And what this all means is that overall it's slow for a lot of people in their marketplaces. This is one reason that I multi-app, so that I have the best chance of getting the money that I want when I go out here. But I want to ask, and I want to ask you, is what else are you doing to make sure that you can take care of your family while you're out there? Just like some of the YouTubers that I see, it just seems like they're almost defeated, and they're laying down because they're in such a tight spot right now. The guy playing the violin might have been in the same situation. In his life, financially, he might have been in a spot that he realized that he's not making the money that he wanted to earn. I see a lot of panhandlers in my marketplace when I'm out here doing food delivery. They're standing with their little signs and, saying, please give me money. And, either I'm going through bad times, or I'm homeless, and, I'm not getting any money, so please hand me some dollar bills. And the guy that was playing the violin, I handed him the money, as I said, and he put it into a pouch in his violin case, and that pouch was full of money. He was providing a service for people instead of just standing there with a sign saying, I'm defeated, give me some money because I can't do anything else about my situation. What are you guys doing if you are going through slow times and hard financial times? Are you thinking outside of the box? Are you trying to find some other things that you can do to earn the money that you and your family need to survive and to even thrive? I am working food delivery. That is a large part of my income, and this is how I pay my bills. However, there are a lot of other things that I do to make money, and some of it's a small amount, some of it's a bigger amount, but I am also doing things outside of food delivery so I can take care of my family. So if you're struggling doing food delivery and it's slow right now, and you're a gig worker, especially if you're a gig worker doing it full time, please, if you're going through a rough time and you're not making the money that you want to make, please find something else to help you get through this slow time. I talked about it in another video. Just like any business, you're going to have peaks, and you're going to have valleys, and you're going to have peaks, and you're going to have valleys. And right now we are in one of those valleys, and it will get back to a peak at some point. But it might take a couple of more months before it starts hitting again. make sure that you are not just lying down and giving up and not doing what you need to take care of you and your family. Make sure that you look into other things that might be able to help you. Even if it's like this guy that gets out, breaks out his violin, hooks it up to an amp, and plays in parking lots. I've seen this guy. This is probably the 4th time I've seen him, and it just happened to be at the right time and the right moment that I could walk up to him today. But this guy is out there to get the money that he needs for he and his family, and you guys should do that too. Whether it's food delivery or something else, don't ever give up, and don't ever just lay down and be defeated by life. Life is always full of challenges. That's the way it is, and that's not going to change. What you decide to do when those tough times come are going to determine how well you survive those rough times. It is tough right now in food delivery, but it's not over. Food delivery isn't going away, and it's going to pick back up. Work through those rough times. When the good times are here, make sure that you're putting money aside. Make sure that you have extra money that you're saving when you're making a lot of money, so when you go through these slower times that you have something to take care of you and your family. Find things that are not reliant on food delivery, and find things that will help you bring in income that you need when you are going through tough times. I really hope that you liked today's video. I was so inspired by this violin player, and it was very surreal to me. Like I said, I was literally reading my Bible when I heard the music start playing, and it is vitally important that we don't ever let the tough times defeat us, and that we always push through to the other side, to the good times. With that, I want to remind you to go down in the description and download my metric spreadsheet so you know how well you are doing out there when you are doing your food delivery. I'd also like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I'd also like to ask you to hit that like button so more people see my content. Finally, if you know anyone at all that can use the information, the guidance, and the education that I throw out here, feel free to share my content and my channel with them. I hope that you and your family are out there getting the money that you deserve. And with that, I'm going to say thanks.